You know, it's so interesting that people always want results, but not everyone will really dive into the work. You're probably thinking, like, what do you mean? I mean, who doesn't like results, right? But how many of you actually will put in the work? Follow me here. So, in reality, if we want to shift anything or any area of our life, it requires consistency in order to create change. But for most individuals, that doesn't necessarily happen because creating change requires that inspired action, which we sometimes aren't really willing to do. So you can take this practice in anything that you want to do. If you want to set up a meditation practice, if you want to start working out, if you want to change your lifestyle, if you want to stop X, Y, and Z, whatever that may be, right? But now you must decide if you're willing to put in the effort and create that structure or container in order for you to accomplish the change that you want to. So honestly, all it really requires is your commitment. That's it. First and foremost, are you committed to this change? So you've made a commitment to yourself. Now, what does that commitment actually translate in your life? I think you should document it just because sometimes we need to go back to the reason why we started things. But even before we start something, we have to honestly be in it to win it. If not, don't start it. Push it off. The other component that gets diluted often is that people are so concerned about the end result, but yet the only thing we really need to worry about is just that next baby step. It doesn't have to be a big step, it could be tiny. As long as you're moving forward, that's all that matters. So make a decision to yourself, make a commitment to yourself, decide what you want, and then put inspired action to it. Don't dilute the entire process by worrying about the end result. Just know that you'll eventually get there. The other part of this too is that consistency is king. Consistency will just kind of quadruple what you're doing. But the beauty is that sometimes we get stuck in the consistency and we're not able to see the end result yet, but we're not supposed to. And the other really cool thing about consistency is that it compounds over time. So where sometimes you might be thinking like, dude, I'm doing the consistent work. I'm putting the inspired action and nothing is happening. I get it. And that's exactly when you have to keep pushing through because you've built the momentum, you've built the consistency, but it might not be multiplied as quickly as you want. And as humans, we have a false sense of reality of how quickly things should happen, but we have to give the universe the time and the space in order to build on the back end. So to recap, make a decision, make a commitment, take that step forward, create that inspired action and build on consistency and just